Welcome back to The Explainer. Okay, today we're grabbing the ultimate linguistic magic wand. If you've ever felt like your sentences are just kind of clunky or they just don't flow right, you are in exactly the right place. We are going to master the absolute unsung heroes of communication, conjunctions. Okay, let's dive into this. Just read this first example out loud in your head. I like apples, I like bananas, I don't like grapes. It sounds, well, literally like a robot trying to simulate human speech, right? It's exhausting. It totally kills any momentum. Now contrast that with the second version. I like apples and bananas, but I don't like grapes. Notice how much smoother that is? That seamless connection. That's exactly what we're going to master today. So to actually get that smooth flow, we gotta talk about our main tool here. Conjunctions are quite literally the grammar glue of the English language. They're connecting words. Their entire purpose in life is to just join other words, phrases, or short sentences together. So whenever you have two separate, choppy ideas just kind of hanging out by themselves, you bring in a conjunction to stick them together. Boom, you've got a stronger, much more cohesive thought. Now, what's really interesting about this next bit is that we're not just looking at random vocabulary words. While there are a bunch of different types of conjunctions out there, the absolute most common ones, the ones you're going to use literally every single day for emails, texts, you name it, they're called coordinating conjunctions. But hey, rather than memorizing some stuffy grammar term, let's just meet our core tool set, the FANBOYS. And here they are. It's a super handy acronym you will honestly never forget. F for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, yet for yet, and S for so. This one single word is your fundamental framework. I mean it. If you memorized FANBOYS, you've just equipped yourself with the 7 most powerful pieces of grammatical glue we've got. Let's see how this builds and watch these words in action. Every single fanboy has a really specific job. Need to explain a reason? Use for, like I drank some water, for I was thirsty. Looking to just add ideas together? And is your multiplier. Nor is kind of like its gloomier cousin, adding negative things together. You know, he doesn't like meat, nor does he like fish. Now, when you need to show a contrast, but and yet are your go-to words. Yet actually adds this fun little flavor of surprise, like going swimming when it's freezing cold out. And finally, or gives us a choice, and so delivers a direct result. So you see, every word here is a distinct tool for a very distinct purpose. All right, so you've officially met the FANBOYS. You know their names, and you know what they do. But, and this is a big but, here's where even seasoned writers mess up. To wield this glue perfectly and avoid those little careless errors, there's one final, absolutely crucial rule you need to know, and it's all about punctuation. So, the crucial point is knowing when you actually need a comma with your FANBOYS. Look at this first example. She loves to read, and she goes to the library every week. See that comma right before and? It's there because we're joining two totally complete sentences. She loves to read can stand completely on its own, and she goes to the library every week can also stand entirely on its own. So when you glue two complete thoughts together like that, you absolutely must put a comma before the fanboy. But check out the second example. She loves to read and write. No comma. Why? Well, because write is not a complete sentence by itself. Actually, a good rule of thumb is, if the second part can't stand alone, just skip the comma and stick to the glue. It's a wonderfully simple rule, but nailing it consistently, total game changer for your writing. As we wrap up this explainer, I've got a bit of a real-world challenge for you. Pull out your phone right now or just open up your sent emails. Look at the very last message you wrote. Check for the ands, the buts, the so's. Did you properly glue your thoughts together? Did you use that golden comma rule if you connected two complete sentences? You see, grammar isn't just some boring textbook stuff. It's literally the code we use to communicate our lives, our needs, and our ideas every single day. So take a close look at your own writing. Ask yourself, how solid is your glue? Thanks for learning with me on this explainer, and keep building those brilliant sentences.